Power down your drives.
Anything but that.
Listen to me, Captain. I'm Nova Centurion Richard Ryder, Corpsman, 11249-44396. I am acting Nova Prime. Fought in the Annihilation War. I fought in the Conquest War, the War of Kings, the Imperial War. I fought the Undying Lord and sealed the fault. I killed Annihilus with these two hands. Put down Thanos. So when I tell you to power down your drives, understand I do so having survived much worse than this. This is not where I die today. This is not where any of us die.
You tell me that speech, I'm ready to run through a wall right now. I don't care if I got no equipment or nothing. But before we go all crazy, let's go back a little bit. Richard Ryder was not a happy customer at the end result of the Imperial War. How would Richard Ryder go about him living as Nova Prime across the cosmos? Open issue 1, let's find out. A ship calling for Mayday across all channels. They happen to be caught in a black hole's gravity well. Then they get a response call. Bareth, Mayday received, help is on the way. But he's like, there's no ships in range. Person responds back, I'm currently leaving the orbit of Gaffon 2. Gaffon 2? That's light years away. By the time you reach the Stargate, we'll all be dead. Person replies, I'm not headed to a unit Stargate. I'm making my own. So we see Nova doing what he does best. Then ask the World Mind, what can we do to get them out of the black hole? World Mind tells them it's critical you pay attention, but also they've exhausted 32% of their available energy reserves opening that Stargate. Richard tells them, what will you have me do, World Mind? Let them all die? World Mind replies, no, not really. What's left of Xandurian people exists within you. If our power reserves get exhausted, I will cease to exist. I'm the last traces of Xandar. You are the guardian of all that remains of a murdered civilization. The World Mind assesses other things within the situation, and Richard thinks of a plan the World Mind's not going to like. Another Stargate. World Mind's not having it one bit. It's when Richard tells the captain to power down their drives. They do so. Nova and the ship begin to really gain speed towards the black hole. As Richard's plan all along, turn the black hole's gravity well from a threat to an asset. Turn the black hole into a Stargate, saving himself and the World Mind, but everyone on the ship. Richard wants a sandwich, but the World Mind knows they need money. He is greeted with congratulations and thank you of saving them. He asks for just some simple credits that will help him. Everyone gives him the, no bro, we're not paying you look. I did not hire him. No one's in a charitable mood to give Richard Ryder any credits whatsoever. Someone greets him, Pip the Troll. But Pip tells him, look, you're a swell guy, a hero, a golden god. I've seen it all before. I've worked with some of the best. Got too much faith in people. You gotta get a contract before you render your services. Adam Warlock was the same way. You two are not businessmen, and that makes sense. You're high-minded men of action. But that's why you need someone in your corner. That's where old Uncle Pip comes in. You need representation, kid, management, and agent. Richard asks him, okay, what's in it for you? Pip tells him, 10%. Let me line up the jobs so you can focus on what you do best. And for that, at 10%, it's a steal. 3 months later, Richard ends up getting the call from Pip, letting that ring and enjoying his sleep. And Albert, a good friend of Richard, you know he's not going to stop until you answer the comm, right? Richard tells him, look, I'm deeply depressed at the state of my life right now, and talking to Pimp's going to put me over the edge. But Albert tells him, you know how he is if you don't answer. Answer the comm, and Pip tells him, look, I got something lined up for you. Serious cash and offering. It's a non-refundable consolation fee. You have to do is show up for the job. So Richard asks him, who's the client? Pip tells him, it happens to be the Kree Scroll War. Pip tells him, it's easy money. You just go there and show them. Richard then goes off. One of the 5 scourges, one of the 5 most dangerous gangster families in space. Like, have I ever led you astray? Lee as hell, try to set sail for Travistal 4. The World Mind tells Richard, tread carefully. It shows up lazily because he's just trying to show up, get paid, and leave. We see the leaders of the KSW are a bonded pair, one of Kree, one of the Skrulls, and demand him to put his Nova helmet on, considering they are given the consolation fee. Richard dresses for the occasion. She gets straight to the point and tells him, what do you guys want me to do? I won't do it, and I'll just go on about my life. They tell him that they've been robbed. Vaults have been breached altogether. Security cams are completely destroyed. Richard asks, what was stolen? They explain, Mysterium. KSW want this back because the Earther mutants are of no importance, and this is very scarce to have. I was like, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. I'm not getting involved with you guys. Goodbye. Then they explain they caught the thief's accomplice. She's an Earther like him. See, it's Cameli Benelli. He was with Richard during the Annihilation War. He tells her, look, I'll do this, but here's the thing. He doesn't want the money. He wants the girl. The Annihilation vet just like I am. I owe her that much. W are kind of impressed. Richard tells him, pretty sure I know who ripped you off. The person who hurt us back in the Annihilation War. Now he's in exile. You're going to pay me to take him down. Richard's going after the one and the only Ravenous. I'll catch you guys in the next issue. Take care.